Alright guys, it's me again, Rob with the DDO guys. I'm on the Lamannia server, testing out weapon power. I told you guys that I would, in my previous video, that I would show you guys what all I can do. I'm going to go back to the Fate Singer, make that active, because I want you guys to see the difference in what I can do. Pull some stuff down here. Just a second. So I'm going to be able to have turn the tide, which is a major ability that we want to see my damage output. Turn that on. And then bring down Arya. Dirge might be alright. Okay. Of course, the infamous siren song. Okay. So, oh, yeah, forget that one. So, for those of you guys who came and watched me on my update 22 version, this is my update 23 technically version. It is in Lamannia, so it's not fully released yet. But we're going to look over my stats in comparison to the way they were before. I'm going to go ahead and buff myself up real fast. Let you guys see just the difference in what might happen for me here. Okay. Just a couple minutes here. Myself beefed up. Right. Alright, so fully beefed up in this mode. Put everything on. At least that would be noticeable. Alright. So there we go. Fully beefed up. Dex, 51. All my stats are pretty much the same. I haven't really changed items since I last showed you everything. Still got that same Thunderforge weapon and everything. So not much has changed. Went ahead and went back to that tree that was on before as well. Reflex 61, Will 30, Fort 32. As you can tell, the physical resistance is higher, I believe, than before, but in comparison, maybe not as good. Magical resistance, which is nice now. My double strike is 25. My attack speed is 48%, which is actually slightly increased. I'm not entirely sure where the extra points came from. Should be 30 plus 25, or 30 plus 15. So an extra 3% attack speed. I think that's actually from one of my enhancements somewhere. Okay. Go ahead and finish up. So you see that. Melee weapon power is 52. I believe it was 40 before. I'm not entirely sure what beefed it back up to 52. I'm gonna check my feats out. I've been pondering the feats because so single weapon fighting, of course, has changed. Single weapon fighting bonus has increased 30% feat bonus to attack speed, which is the same. Plus 10 combat style bonus to melee power, which has changed. And plus 50% more of your appropriate abilities or your damage. That has definitely changed. Even though, if you look, I don't know if it's 100% changed, but if you look, my damage plus 80, which is what it was before, has not changed. So I'm not entirely sure if this is a bug yet or not. I'm assuming that damage next to my weapon, and I'll point it out right here, which says plus 80. I'm assuming that is a bug. It's not really plus 80 because I'm almost 100% sure that, as you can tell, the damage didn't change from my update 22 version. And I'm getting ready to show you guys how much more damage I do this way. So my power goes up to 52. Let's fully buff out again. Let you guys see what I can do. And I won't use my Turn of the Tide. I want you guys to see what I can do without that first, and then I'll turn the tide. next fight. Myself used to go fast. So, here we go. And then, oops, don't forget to do this. Okay. Alright, so let's run across something. See how much damage output I do without Turn of the Tide, which of course is exceptionally powerful. So we'll run it this way. See if I can find somebody to fight. Sure, there's somebody around here somewhere. Oh, here's somebody. Alright, so as you can see, my damage has already increased to about 160, 150 average. So that's a pretty large difference. That's almost another 60 to 50 more damage. This is almost the amount of damage I was doing before. If you watched my update 22, almost the amount of damage I was doing when I was turning the tide before. So I want to turn the tide. Just a second, see, you guys see what all I can throw out. Kind of hoping I was going to find a boss. Oh, Orc Intuition. Nope, that's not a boss. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. On the items, this is Lamannia. This is primarily to show damage. Alright. Well. The tide only lasts so long, and I'm doing so much damage right now. As soon as it's done to do so. So it takes just a few moments to take someone out. I'm trying to see if I can hunt down a boss for us real fast, or maybe a large group of guys. Oh man. Oh, what's this? We got spectral sightings. I can't remember what that one is. Let me go see what it is. Take this guy out first. Oh, Spectre. Sure. Might not be able to fully see potential, but we'll give it a shot. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so we got a red CR28. Drop it. Yeah, alright. Played a bit of a dirge song. This right now. Alright, let's see what we got. So average damage is over 210. Between 210 and 230. Of course the weakness is going to start taking a little more. But yeah, that's almost ridiculous. I have to say I can't wait for this to come out. That's actually quite awesome. The amount of damage I can throw out. Looks like it's still going on. Yep. So I'm doing over 200 points of damage. Just physical damage per hit. And that's just crazy. Definitely enjoy that a lot. So, if you guys want to see the difference, this chest just for fun. If you guys want to see the difference between the amount of damage I can do now and the amount of damage I did before, feel free to look at my other video that I'll have up there. It's about update 22. It says Swashbuckler build update 22, and you'll be able to see the differences between my Swashbuckler build that I have and this build, which are both pretty much exactly the same. I don't think there was any difference. In fact, I'm almost 1% sure that there's no difference between the two builds. Pardon. Almost 1% positive there's no difference between two builds, and just in that difference, you could see some major stuff going down. That's actually a lot of damage. So I predict that they're probably going to scale up some guys' hit points, because that's a lot of damage output for a swashbuckler. I don't know what the damage output would be for everybody else, but that's a lot. And I'm not even anything spectacular. Level 26. True, my Fate Singer's maxed out, and I've got a Thunderhome weapon, but until I hit level 28, not really going to have all that full-on damage, and so yeah, that's a lot. So, all right, well, that's all I'm going to have. I just wanted to show you guys the attack power and the difference in damage, so you can see what attack power kind of does. It's percentile based, just like spell power. As you saw, my attack power. Let me bring this up. My attack power is melee weapon power 52, so that's 52% more. Like I said, I was averaging a little over 100. In the 100, a little over 100 range. So an extra 52 means about an extra 52 points of damage. So it's about right. I was averaging about an extra 150, 160. So there you have it. The weapon power's really, really strong, and I can't wait to see what some melee guys will get to do in the new update. So you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. Rob again with the DDO guys.